I'm Elaine.
And I'm Rachel.
And welcome to
Legs Out, and away we go.
This is the podcast where we tell you about Formula One our way. The races, the cars, the drivers. We are obsessed.
And here's why you should be too.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Elaine.
Welcome to your pre-Scotland, pre-Austria Red Bull preview.
Preview.
Where are you going? Tell us.
I'm going to Scotland. I am excited to be out of the Texas heat. I'm excited to be in I'm about to say something that sounds really shady, but in a country that has incredible history. Not that America doesn't, but like, wow, does Scotland have it going. The moors, the mist.
Yes.
The history. I'm really excited. What they don't actually have is an F1 race.
Oh.
They have some important people who are Scottish who have made their way into Formula One and made a lot of really important things. But no track.
Interesting.
Sadly. I did look immediately. Once the tickets were booked, I was like, wow, what F1 thing should I see?
Of course.
And apparently, I'm losing his, I always forget his name, which is terrible because he is racing for dementia. Incredible man, Jackie Stewart. Thank you.
Yes.
I just thanked myself. Good job, brain. Jackie Stewart.
We should
Scotland.
all thank our brains for doing good things for us. This is a good habit. I like that.
Thank you. It may be a little vain, but we'll lean into it this time.
Thank you, Rachel's brain.
Thank you. Apparently his car is in the National Museum of Scotland, National History. I don't know. I may go see his car. We'll see.
Yes, absolutely. You should. I love that for you. Take lots of pictures, as I know you will. And so because of that, Rachel will be out of office next week. We will have a special guest on the podcast. We are inviting our friend Morgan, who is a big Kimi Antonelli fan, a big Lando Norris fan. And I'll see what else she's a fan of and what else I can completely tear down. It'll be so exciting.
I feel like weirdly while we're both pretty positive people, I think we're pretty good at figuring out what we're not fans of.
Right.
So I'm excited to hear what Morgan is not a fan of.
Absolutely.
I'm a little jealous I'm not going to be there with you guys because I love her.
No.
You guys are going to have a great time. So I hope everyone tunes in because it's going to be lovely.
Me too. And I'm excited to watch the Austria race this weekend at the Red Bull Ring. We have a few details about that race for you we're going to cover. But first, I would love to do a little newsroom detour.
Great. Because people, and when I say people, I mean drivers, riders, motorsports participants across the world were up to some shenanigans.
Oh, yes.
Shenanigan number one is...
Do you miss Kevin Magnussen?
Oh, I really miss.
Do you dream about him?
I don't, but I know one of our fellow friends sure does.
Yes.
We used to call him Magnificent. I'm not really sure how we got there.
Because he is magnificent.
He is magnificent, and this is probably just one of our other ridiculous like friendship shorthand situations. Yes. But I was thinking as I saw this news this weekend, I was like, how did we get there? How did that begin? And I'm sure he had many other names from us. How did we select that one as the one we were going to run with?
I'm going to settle. I'm just going to firmly plant my feet in the fact that he is magnificent.
All right, great.
Magnussen the Magnificent.
The magnificently profane this weekend. What happened? Also, let's start at the top. What series is he racing in at this point?
All right, so he made his racing debut in the NASCAR. No. Jesus, sorry.
You got this.
All right. Well, he made his debut at the NASCAR Cup. He has never raced in NASCAR before. This is very interesting considering the fan base, the other pool of racers. It's a very purely American sport. So it was interesting to see this Finnish firecracker join.
Finnish? Danish.
Like a good Danish
like
cheese.
Like a good Danish. Cheese?
Cheese Danish. This is his debut at NASCAR Cup.
Okay, interesting.
Which I did not know anything about. I just know the general essence of NASCAR, which is all American.
Yeah. This is something that I think occasionally people who find out that we're car people are disappointed when they're like, what about NASCAR? And we're both like, what about it? I am sorry, I got nothing to say for you. I did see Talladega Nights, and really that's it. That's where the end is. But Kevin Magnussen has been making it tangentially interesting to pay attention to this weekend.
He's inserted his Danish buttocks right in the middle And I'm so happy because I missed you.
Yes.
I missed you, Kevin. K-Mag. All right, so let me tell you. He started 21st on the grid racing with Trackhouse Racing Chevrolet.
Okay.
So he's in a Chevy. How much more American can you get? Ford. That's how much more American. Yeah. But so he was actually battling somebody who was in a Ford car. So he started 21st on the grid. He ended 27th out of 39, but this primarily is because he thought there was going to be a safety car at the end. He was pretty high. He was racing in the 20s. Okay. He was scoring a point for fastest lap.
There you go.
So my pure
RIP
king
to K-Mag in Formula One, and also the fastest lap pony in Formula One.
Seriously, exactly. And the thing that you missed about Kevin Magnussen in Formula One, don't worry, it's still him. He brought it all with him to NASCAR. He brought his spicy ass on track, and he completely, how do I say this politely? He torpedoed somebody named Noah Gragson, who is a Ford race driver, and he tends to be towards the top of the pack. Well, Magnussen and Gragson were battling on track. When they were going around a turn, Magnussen politely inserted himself right on the inside line.
I don't think he's done anything polite in his life.
And then he held it ever so politely. He can't help that the other driver just kept turning into it and therefore forcing his front end of the car to completely back into Gregson's wheels, which then made Gregson spin off into the wall, thus ending his race. Very polite.
This is someone who I think when he proposed to his wife, he probably was like,
"You will marry me."
Yeah. I was like, what is the not like cancelable, but like, what would you say to a woman if you're like, would you please no, marry me?
You will marry me. I am Danish. I make great pastries. I am very profane.
It's possible we don't actually know what the Danish person is other than Kevin Magnussen, world citizens. But
I am happy to have Kevin Magnussen be my entire view of
absolutely
the Danish population.
So Noah was not pleased about this, was he?
No. As you can
How
imagine.
did he react?
Well, as most Americans would, which is you get in someone's face when you're a real man.
This is not for me.
All right. Well, as in most NASCAR experiences, and apparently this is not Noah Gregson's first experience, getting in someone's face off the track.
I read not even someone in general, but another Trackhouse driver. It seems like he maybe has beef with this team.
Yes. So he has another beef with the Chevy driver, Ross Chastain.
Oh, I know that name, actually.
You do?
This is just...
I don't know anything about any of this.
This is us chatting about our good old buddy Formula One, K-Mag. And I'm sorry if you are a NASCAR person and you're like, you guys are getting everything wrong. But this is the lens through which we are viewing it.
Yes, please come and correct me. I am happy. I'm happy to be corrected. I just don't care to learn more. I love it when it's Kevin Magnussen, though, because what Noah did was get in his face and say, "What the F, bro? What the fuck? What's wrong with you, man? What's your problem?" Well, you know what, Kevin?
He said, "You guys come over here." And I feel like that was an interesting jab about Formula One drivers coming in.
And also, but there's a wall. Why do you come over the wall?
I hope that's not where he was going. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and think that we're just talking purely about Formula One.
We're better than that.
But Kevin Magnussen actually stayed pretty calm.
100% calm, because he's like, listen, you little hothead. You can fuck right off with that nonsense. He just said, fuck off. Get out of my face. Fuck off. That's all he repeated. And Noah very clearly wanted to fight him. He very clearly was like peacocking and posturing and like, what's your problem? What's your problem? To the point where Kevin Magnussen was like, do you not speak English? I'm telling you, fuck off. Get out of my face. Goodbye. And then they left.
Wow. What a time.
You know what the other driver did? Punched him in the face.
Oh, the other Trackhouse driver that he had a run-in with?
Yes. Ross Chastain was not nearly as calm. He did not have a Finnish upbringing, Danish upbringing. I keep wanting to call him Finnish.
All the Scandinavian countries.
Yes. Love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
Love their blonde hair. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Well, Ross Chastain was not nearly as prim and proper because he straight up punched him in the face, which I would have too. He was being an asshole. So.
Yeah.
You know?
Do the talking with your cars. Do it well.
Oh, he does. Kevin Magnussen is happy to give you the finger on and off track.
Yeah.
Love.
This was not the only instance of hot-headedness off track. This is not in our outline, but this is part of, the shenanigans. Shenanigan number 2 is the MotoGP leader right now, Bezzecchi. I'm forgetting his first name. I'm so sorry. Bezzecchi. He races for Aprilia and he had a crash, his bike, and he spun away and the marshals went to go right his bike and he hit a marshal in the face. So he has been banned from the Czech GP. That's kind of hard to say, weirdly. Yeah, maybe don't hit people in the face generally.
When they're trying to help you also.
Yeah.
Just overall.
Just overall. It's been a lot of sport, guys. It's the summer. We're all angry. Everyone's agitated.
Everybody's hot.
Everyone's hot and bothered in not a fun way. In just
Everybody also, everyone's competitive spirit is raised because FIFA is here.
Okay, exact. Good. Are you watching?
Oh, yes. Are you not watching?
I watched one game. I watched the US against Australia.
Ooh, uh-huh.
And it was fun. Soccer, I will say, is not my sport generally. I like wheels, tires. And if it doesn't involve that, I'm generally uninterested.
But the ball is round like a tire.
True. That's a good comparison. And I was like, okay, 5 to 6 years ago, I knew nothing about motorsports, and motorsports has changed my life.
Yes.
And therefore, I should not look at sports and be like, that's not for me. I'm going to try it. And I will say the like 15% of the time that they were actually playing soccer, I was invested. But there was a whole lot of standing around. There was a whole lot of rolling on the ground with drama, which I'd been warned about. And then as it was happening, I was like, wow, you guys that's some, like their faces.
Yes.
They're going full like, contortion of the face. And I was like, man, okay.
Very drama.
This is very drama.
Very, very drama.
It was kind of fun. I enjoyed
love it.
Yeah.
I love it more than I love it so much I must gesticulate into my microphone. Way more than I ever did.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about this year specifically that has hooked me, but I think it also has to do with the fact that our social media is flooded with all of these wonderful human beings from around the world who are all coming together despite the fact that we live in different countries. We all have different beliefs. Doesn't matter. Somehow FIFA has made the world right again.
In a way that the Olympics did not, interestingly.
No. Fucking Olympics. I fucking can't with that. I mean... And I am surprised because there's been a lot of rumors of corruption in FIFA, World Cup soccer, all of that. But the fans, I am here for the fans, the camaraderie, the world coming together. Have you heard about this guy, Fred?
Again?
Nope.
Then nope.
Not again.
Just once.
Guys, it's everywhere. It's someone named Fred who is here road tripping across the U.S. trying to see all of the games. And he has become Insta famous, Twitter famous, X famous, whatever you will. JJ Watt got involved at one point.
JJ Watt is a good human, I will say.
Flew him to Houston, gave him tickets to the game in Houston, put him up in a suite, gave him a hotel room, and then figured out his flight from Dallas was canceled because he was going to see the Toronto game. Fred posts about it. JJ Watt finds him a plane with the help of American Airlines. Like, this is just...
That's really heartwarming.
It really is like... Yeah. And of course, it takes a lot of rich people with influence to help this happen. So I understand how that's also a little bit like...
Yeah, but he could choose to use his buckets of money from his athletic talents for something else, and he instead chose to use it for that.
100%.
Even before sports was at all on my radar, I already like JJ Watt because he seems good.
Yes.
I hope that's some news. I'm always scared with... It's going to be like, he's a great human. And then 2 days later, we find out, oh, no. But I will say, JJ Watt seems like a great human.
Yes,
so
he does.
I love that. What a nice... I'm like, everyone's angry in the summer. And you're like, people are coming together, communities.
Yes.
We're going to choose that. Let's
choose that. Yeah. And you know that all of the boys in Formula One are very invested in FIFA.
Yes.
Pierre Gasly loves soccer. He played a charity tournament last year at Monaco. So I think we'll see a lot. hopefully a lot of this in this week.
Yes.
Our F1 boys banding together. This is them
chit-chatting. Yeah. About
cheap.
football.
Football. Yes, Rachel.
Good.
All right. Tell me about Austria, where they will be this coming weekend.
Oh my goodness. We chatted a little bit about this on last week's episode, that this, I think, is an underrated track.
Yes.
It's really short. And I will say the reason I love it is actually not for the track action. It is it's the Styrian Mountains that it's just nestled in.
Aww.
I think it is the most beautiful track that they travel to, Spa maybe accepting, but the scenery is just stunning.
Yes. It looks like a mitten also.
Oh.
If you turn it the other way, it looks like a mitten.
No mittens will be needed this weekend, though, because it's supposed to be capital H-O-T.
Ooh.
Very hot.
H-O-T-T-O-T-O.
That is what all of them are going to have to get ready for, because I was going to say the cars are going to be ready for, but they're actually going to be ready to take off some of their bodywork. Actually, they're going to need extra cooling.
Ooh.
The tires are going to need some extra whispering. And
Yes.
Ferrari has come up with a really interesting development where they're using the tire rims to cool the tires. And the FIA has not yet decided to put their thumb on the development. So I'm hoping
Interesting.
that Ferrari's tire strategy will continue to be good. Continue to be good on that. We're not going to get to predictions yet, but let's throw that in the ring, in the Red Bull ring.
I hope they don't put a ban on that.
Yeah.
And I hope Ferrari tries it out and we see if it works. And maybe it fails spectacularly, but maybe it doesn't.
I'm going to have to fact check this, but I think they had them on in Barcelona. I think it was already something that was in play.
All right.
Yes. Interesting innovations. I love when we get a look into that, because the truth is, behind the curtain, there's crazy things happening on those cars all the time. It takes something kind of incendiary or extraordinarily crazy to make it to us, to make it to where there is enough of an explanation of like, this is a bodywork thing that people are being like, that's a huge innovation. And so this is one little tidbit that we got, and I'm excited.
Yay! I'm happy. What will that mean for everybody else, though?
Unclear, because also, as we were chatting about Adrio last week, since the first check-in has been made, if any teams were trying to swing the results, you now have a little bit of time to be like, oh, this is what my car can actually do, because they won't do another check, another benchmark for several races. I don't remember the next one, but it will be another one in the 2026 season. And so all of a sudden, after Adrio was benchmarked, then Ferrari were like, guess what?
Sorry, after what? After what was benchmarked?
A duel.
Duo.
You really punched it in there, and I love it. But yeah, this is part of the politics. The politics are politicking in the background. And on track, it's a tale of two halves.
Yes. You wrote this down. I'm so excited. Tell me about this.
Yeah. So the first half of this rather short lap, actually, you're going to give us the track facts in a second here. But
yes.
It is a very power sensitive, lots of long straights. So this is where we get the Mercedes are going to be probably quite good again, because their power unit, their battery is pretty good battery size, at least. And then the second half is a lot of very heavy braking, and some of that being downhill. Now, I am by no means an accomplished sim racer, but I'm starting to get a little into sim racing.
Nice.
And the Red Bull Ring is, I think, the first F1 track I raced in a proper sim rig. And it is hard to brake downhill. That is a dumb sentence, because everyone's like, duh. But it's hard to judge your braking in downhill. And then it just continues to baffle me as I'm like tootling around on my little rig, like, let me focus. I'm going to do a really good lap. And then anyone comes near me, the one other person who's in the sim session with me, and I'm like, get away from me. I need to focus. The fact that they have 21 other, it just...
Look at you. You've turned into such a diva. Don't talk to me when I'm in the corners, GP.
Yeah. Me and my race engineer would need to have like some signals for stop talking to me. I'm focusing. Trying to make magic here.
Focus. I can
the
imagine.
magic being a minute off the pace.
Hey, That's not bad.
Everyone
Could
has
be worse.
to start somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can imagine that breaking downhill is the antithesis of everything you want to do as a racer. You're trying to go as fast as possible, and you're trying to gauge the furthest distance with which you can hold your foot up at, like, barely think of whispering the brake.
Yeah.
You want to do that as late as possible, I can imagine. So hashtag late braking.
Hashtag.
Another podcast we love.
There's some good boys over there.
There's some good boys.
That's a weird. It's 3 men. Good. Okay. Anyways, what else do we know about the Red Bull Ring?
Hashtag track facts. Do-do-do-do. First Grand Prix, 1970.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
So it's actually an older track.
Okay.
Yes. So the circuit length, 4.3 kilometers. So that is on the short side, which means that we do more laps, 71 total. Race distance, 306 kilometers. Samesies. Number of turns, 10.
Yeah.
All right. So it's known for its high-speed straights and elevation changes. The track's minimal corner count makes it one of the fastest laps on the F1 calendar. Very exciting. The current lap record is 1 minute 5 seconds, set by Carlos Sainz
Oh, come on, Sainz.
in 2020.
Excellent. This track has brought some spicy races for Max.
Oh, yes.
What are some of your favorite memories in Austria?
Well, I can tell you it wasn't last year.
No.
Rachel, before we started recording, Rachel was like, I just watched a little bit of the last race from last year. And they were like, Max is out. Max is off the track. She looks over it. She's like, oops, sorry.
Sorry, Elaine.
Must you make me relive this?
You know, I remembered that he had a rough time, but in my memory, I think I was combining Austria and Zandvoort in that there were 2 crashes. Max had crashes in both of those, but Max got away in Zandvoort and Max did not get away in Austria.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Poor man was punted off the track by Andrea Kimi Antonelli last year.
By our little baby boy, Antonelli. This was also, I remember when we were in talks of hashtag Verstappen. Would Max Verstappen eventually replace George Russell and be paired with Antonelli? Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Anyway, I thought Verstappen, after he had his little radio outburst of the fact that everyone else is a fucking idiot, then they had like a lovely little chat.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that ever again.
Please stay away from me with your torpedoes and we can get along. You can continue to be my son.
That's exactly right. I will show you the way.
Yeah.
As long as you never do that again.
Never.
Fucking idiot.
Send you to my room. To your room. I'm okay.
Send it to your room. Yes, but you have also written down, which I was going to say, the 2022 season after Verstappen had won his World Championship.
After? Oh, right. Okay. I was thinking you were saying he won it in 2022 because he ends up winning his second World Driver Championship in the 2022 season. We got there in the end.
So many twos.
That was a lot of twos.
So many twos.
But this is, as I've talked about, the first season I started watching in earnest, like live.
Yes.
And Charles Leclerc and Max were in a battle for the title, which ended up, back half of it going straight on to Max Verstappen. But this was a race that we got some of my favorites still to this day racing that I've ever seen between Max and Charles. They're a pair that I just want. I want them cast in every show.
Yep.
I want them at the top of every race.
Yep.
They're just, I love those two.
I could not agree more. This was when I saw how talented Leclerc is. Leclerc's car, this was the season when we were like, ooh, Ferrari, Red Bull, Red Bull, who's going to take it? Obviously, we know how that turned out.
Yeah, this is a season in which Ferrari did not really support Charles. And also a season that, as we continue to talk about this, Charles had enough mistakes that even if the car had been ready to carry him, like Max is coming off the back of a championship. And so that was a telling season for Charles. But it was a really exciting battle. And another great battle that we had at the Red Bull Ring was 2 years ago. Also last year. Actually, last year was Oscar and Lando battling.
Yes.
Lando took it. And then the year before, in the realm of Max spiciness, it was Lando and Max battling.
That's right. That's right. I can't remember. Is that the one where they took each other out?
No. Is it?
Thank you for holding.
Yeah.
I'm back here with the results. And it was that Norris actually did have a DNF, but because of their tussling, Verstappen, that was, we believe, got a puncture. He ended up in P5 for that race.
2024.
George Russell won that race, in fact.
Do you think with the engine power sensitivity that they're going to have with Mercedes and George just knowing that, my good gracious, I have to make some momentum here, do you think he's going to be a player?
Yeah, I think the car is so great this year that it would be hard to discount him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a player for P1, but I think he'd be up there.
Here's why I feel like in this literal moment, I just changed my mind.
Ooh.
I think that maybe George may have a chance at being the lead Mercedes this weekend is because we've had a long history of track penalties at Austria. And do you know who has a lot of problems with track penalties? Is Kimi Antonelli.
Oh,
also Ocon. Yes, that is the classic. Oh, classic 10-second time penalty to Esteban Ocon.
amazing.
And
Now I'm hot. Hang on.
just a quick costume change.
The history of Ocon with track penalties is storied and fabled, and I love all of them.
And social media.
Yes, and social media. But yes, you are right. Also, we have the track penalties heavily from Kimi Antonelli because he's just a spicy little baby.
Yes, he loves to just be like, I'm going to fly through here. And this is the fastest way, so I'm going to take the fastest way.
Yeah.
And freaking Bono is like, we could chill. And Kimi Antonelli's like, never.
Just picture his face.
Exactly. Eyes are really wide behind his helmet.
Yes.
Austria is a hot point for these track penalties because, let's see, I think it was 2023 that it was frankly humorous, not in a fun way, but in a like, this is a farce. In qualifying that year, that it was just every single lap, people were getting tracks deleted, laps deleted, all over, that it was like shuffling up on the timetable.
Yes.
They were like, we should probably fix this.
Yes.
So for 2024, they added gravel traps on the last two corners, turn 9 and turn 10. And they also moved a white line, I want to say turn 3. So they made some adjustments and we're like, that should hopefully fix it.
Good, because that was ridiculous.
It did fix it better. I don't think that this is like completely fixed in terms of the fact that we're going to see some.
Yes.
This is definitely something to keep an eye on. And that's why I'm saying Antonelli might be behind George, is because I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it in the white lines.
All right. All right.
And George, that's something that his experience will bring.
Yes.
Is that he does know that if you take like 0.2% off,
Yes.
but you don't get a penalty, that may
Yes.
win the race for you.
This is where I love to see Max's experience and his precision shine. He has that mental vision of the track, like Senna did, where it's like, if I hit the barrier, it's because the barrier moved.
Yeah.
I know exactly where to put my car, and I'm so excited to see that on track. I don't know if the Red Bull's going to be anywhere near, but
One would hope at the Red Bull Ring.
yes, exactly. And speaking of, it's because the owner of the Red Bull Ring is Dietrich Mateschitz.
Is it really? I did not know that he owned.
Yes.
Also, isn't he dead now? He's dead. Dietrich Mateschitz has unfortunately passed away, and that's part of the reason why Red Bull fell into it.
Isn't he dead? He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He and Jose Limon are unfortunately passed on.
I was way too happy when I said that. He died in October of 2022. However, he is indeed the founder of
This is just the posthumous track because Jochen Rindt is an Austrian F1 driver who won the championships very sadly after he died. But he had accumulated enough points that he still had a world championship after his death.
What? Why?
I'm just bringing up dead people apparently at this point. We could move on from the
R.I.P.
Mormon.
We can't. I have a fun fact about R.I.P. Dietrich Mateschitz.
And also Jochen Rindt.
Mateschitz. Mateschitz.
Just in case, I'm going to screenshot how you have went ahead and wrote his last name.
Perfect. Because that's how it goes
There's
in my
an
mind.
X in there,
There's
just in case you were wondering.
1,500 letters that
Also
I
for
put.
cash.
Teacher he founded the energy drink Red Bull, obviously, but he found it in Thailand.
Yeah.
It's a drink called Krating Dang. And then it was an energy drink that he adapted into Red Bull. And he was like, dude, this shit slaps. I have been up all night. I am taking this with me. We need to bottle this ASAP. And we're going to mix it with vodka and everyone's going to get drunk and extremely excited all at once. This is what we need in life. And then that was so successful that he was like, you know what I need? Racing teams.
He was like the Pointer Sisters of motorsports and
100.
energy drinks. I'm so excited.
And I just can't hide it.
Wow.
So there we go.
What a life legacy.
Yes. So technically, the dead man himself, is not the owner, but his Red Bull GmbH, capital H.
I see. Yes. Which is the two factions, the Thai and the Red Bull GmbH factions were the ones kind of fighting over power.
Yes.
And that's how we kind of led to the fact that Christian Horner got ousted because he was trying to take all the power. And they were like, no, we're fighting in between ourselves. We don't need a third faction here.
We don't have time for you.
So now we have Laurent Mekies, which we love.
Yes. And happy to see that this track is still there, no matter who owns it.
Yes. I feel like it's one that often gets brought up in concern as we continue to shape like what the future of the F1 calendar is going to look like. I'm also someone who doesn't love change. So I'm like, no, we don't need more street tracks. Why don't we just leave the ones that we know that we like?
Yeah.
And also I like the, as we said, tale of two halves of this track.
Yes.
I think that it hits some interesting things. It's a very flowing track.
Yeah.
And literally anytime anyone says flowing track, my mind goes immediately to Lando Norris. So this may be hopefully a great time to have Morgan on. Maybe the McLarens will have girded themselves with some, what a terrible, I've been reading some,
Gird your loins, McLaren.
Yeah, I'm reading the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon, which if you like anything charming and funny, like this is such a good book series. But anyway, she's in the 1800s. So I feel like some of the language is creeping its way into the 2026 Formula One Austrian preview.
This is where
Humanity is weird.
You belong in the 1800s, Rachel.
I really, truly do. Anyways, so Lando Norris, I'm not going to say that's my prediction yet, but I do think that this is a track that perhaps will fit into his driving style.
Who do you think? Let's go to predictions. Let's do it. Who do you think will be the winner?
Official prediction from me, which means nothing. I think, am I going to go George Russell or am I going to go Wild? Yeah, here's my train of thought. George Russell, Hamilton. I feel like weirdly I've been on the McLaren train recently, but I just feel like when Lando gets a car, it's going to happen. And we've already had Hamilton toppling the Mercedes run. And so I feel like this could, but the Mercedes is going to be great on this track. It's going to be George Russell.
Oh, I agree with you. It's going to be between Mercedes and if McLaren can fix their shit, I think McLaren might be up there. I don't know if this is going to be Ferrari's end-all be-all track.
I think you're right. I think the first half of the lap is going to be difficult for them because they just don't have as much power as these other cars that we're talking about. And so while Hamilton, we know, can be great on the brakes, Charles can be great on the brakes when it's working out, but I don't think that this is going to be the Goliath killing moment that we're going to kind of need still in this season. Mercedes has been beaten, but it's still a trial to beat Mercedes.
Yes, 100%. And I can see Max Verstappen maybe putting up a fight and getting up there. Yeah. Even for qualifying, I could see him placing very high. However, I don't necessarily think he's going to win. I think it's going to be between Russell and Antonelli. Yeah. Which obviously means I'm going for Kimi Antonelli.
Right. I feel like we've had good teammate battles here before. Yep. So this may be another time where we get to see them going at it over 71 laps.
Bless.
Tires are going to be screaming with the hot weather. So this is going to be a time that strategists need to be on their game. They always are on their game, but this is one that we just saw. the right strategy will win you the race.
All right, Tiger Queen.
I'm so excited.
You tell him.
I love summer for this only.
Yay!
Tire strategy. The tires are falling apart and I love it.
I cannot wait for you to watch a race abroad, like potentially just like at a pub around other people. See how they react.
I think we're going to be in a tiny town on Sunday. And so I will either have like the time of my life in with a bunch of F1 Scottish fans, or I will be like at a really wonderful historic landmark and I'm going to be like, let me pull up F1 TV.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, family. Don't look
Is
at
there
me.
Wi-Fi at Stonehenge? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Don't mind me. I just really need to check in on this extraordinary sporting thing. Okay. You have a game. Oh no. Should we spin the field or should we play the game? Which game are we going to play?
Okay. Well, in honor, we're recording this the day after Father's Day. So in honor of Father's Day, I have a game for you, Rachel.
Okay.
And it's called Who's Your Daddy?
Who's I was like, how is this for me? Who is your... Yeah, great.
I've put all of these in little teeny acronyms so that Rachel couldn't figure out what
And
it was.
I haven't looked at them because I knew I was like, I don't want to give myself any hints. So I've
Good.
kept my eyes averted.
It's pretty self-explanatory because you only have, although I'm going to include some post, we have 5 daddies. Who's your daddy, Rachel? Is it Max Verstappen?
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm clear on the rules. Am I
Yes.
just choosing who I would like to be my daddy? Is that the rule?
That's exactly right, Rachel. You
Don't know why I got so
it.
text in there as I
Ding,
got
ding, ding.
uncomfortable. Okay,
thought
choosing
of this-
who is my daddy.
I
Ready.
knew it. I thought of this as I was driving over, and I was like, Rachel's gonna hate it. I'm so excited. Yes, there are no other rules because I simply could not think of anything else. So, who's your daddy, Rachel?
Okay.
Is it Max Verstappen, Nico Hulkenberg, Sergio Perez, Kevin Magnussen, or Fernando Alonso?
Well, hold on. Can you explain to me the societal and social definition of daddy?
All right. You could go 2 ways with this.
Okay.
Oh my God. I can hear people screaming at us. I don't even know who listens to us anymore, but if you are screaming, I love it.
We ironically have a pretty 50-50 male and female audience. So
Amazing.
unclear who would be screaming more.
Amazing. Okay. You could go one of 2 ways. You could go patriarchal sense, like your actual birth father.
Yeah, who would teach good rules,
Yeah.
who would govern the household
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
I think I'm going to choose or.
he could be your partner daddy. And both in the house, both in the bedroom, anywhere you want, Rachel.
I don't
So
think the
who's
camera's picking up how pink I'm turning.
She's
but
a
I
little
do
pink.
believe that I will be choosing Mr. Fernando Alonso, the
For which
Fernando
one,
Alonso.
Rachel?
For the or.
All right. He can be your daddy. Yeah, that's fine. You know, Rachel,
My fan, I gotta.
do you, is it hot in
It's a
here?
little warm.
Popper. Too much.
What
All
would
right.
you select from that list?
Well, thank you for playing my game. You're going to turn it right back around on me?
I am.
Okay, who's my daddy? Let's see. You know, I mean, the obvious answer is Max Verstappen.
Okay.
He would always be my lover. But I think Nico Hulkenberg would make a great daddy.
Yeah. I think if we're talking about like who is actually raising their children with respect and love, I think Nico Hulkenberg is probably doing a great job with his children.
Sure. I wasn't even talking about that.
Well,
But yes.
because some of them now are fathers, because we do indeed have Max. And as I've chatted with a couple people who were not previously Max fans, Max having daughters has given a whole new shade to how I appreciate him as a human, not only like as an athlete, but you know, we do like to see what they're up to in their lives.
Yes.
And I feel like him having daughters has endeared me to him.
Yes.
So that's a good one. Nico Hulkenberg does have children. Kevin Magnussen no longer on the grid, but the sweetest daughters. Fernando Alonso does have a child, and that is why I say you cannot retire. Because he's supposed to race with said child.
Even
It's
if
in
he
the
retires,
plans.
he can still race with that child.
No, there's no retirement.
All right.
Am I missing? Oh, Checo. Checo has
Checo.
children?
Yes.
Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone.
That was all like
It's like either they're 19 and children or they have children themselves. That's the F1 grid right now. And then you have the solid like 30-year-olds who are like, where's my world driver champion? I've been working for a while.
I think those are the only
Those are the categories.
Those are, yeah. And those are the only ones that have children on the grid and have just we're throwing Magnussen in there because we have this we just revisited his lovely personality.
Yeah. He's also been in WEC, and that has been fun as a racing note. I am liking him in these other series. I wish for the banter that he was still in Formula One.
Same.
But I actually like him as a concept of a NASCAR driver. I think weirdly kind of fits. Just like
I just want a whole photo shoot of him in a cut-off plaid shirt, overalls, and a little straw hanging out of his mouth.
We are not at all stereotyping, not one bit.
She's right.
As someone who grew up on a ranch with probably that stereotype,
yes.
I have never just like walked around with straw coming out of my mouth.
Not even ironically?
No, not even ironically.
Oh.
And I was around, like I had to haul hay as like, it was a chore as a kid.
I'm from Kentucky, and I can tell you that I for sure did that.
You did?
Oh, yeah, I put grass in my mouth.
With straw in your mouth.
I was like, look at me, I'm Tom Sawyer. I'm Daniel Boone. Boop, 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 boop. I was a cool kid, in case you couldn't tell.
Here's the thing is that you were. Oh. I think that story does not give you the credit that you need.
It doesn't give me the cool street cred?
No.
Daniel Boone is cool. Okay. Anyway, should we spin the field?
We should. Let's close our Austrian preview with a little spin the field. If you're new with us, we basically wanted to talk about people who are not always at the front of the field. So we have put all 22 drivers on a little wheel. We're going to spin it. Drum roll. Excellent. And, we skipped the daddy and we went right to Lance Stroll. What will Lance Stroll's position be in the Austrian Grand Prix?
All right. Is he going to DNF first or second?
Oh, dear. I really wish that was a joke. But...
Nope, that was serious.
Yeah,
okay. Let's go. I'm going to give him P18.
Okay.
I think he's going to surprise us.
Surprise us with just like clean driving? No incidents? Or is he going to be at P18 and cause some chaos?
Oh, no. I actually think he's going to try to keep his head down. They really do, bless them. They really do want to finish races.
Yeah, they really do.
They really do, as much as we tease. So I think this will be minimal chaos as much as possible. This will rely on other cars causing chaos and him to just keep his head down and keep going, which he can. He's done it.
Yeah.
A few times before. But let's just hope it's just he quietly DNFs himself.
Into P18.
Yep.
I am going to pick up on that original thread, which is I do think it will be a DNF. I just don't foresee that car being able to stay cool enough to make it 71 laps. Like, he is tough on an engine that's not going well. And therefore, I think this will be not a finish for Lance Stroll. And I think we'll get his usual surly self in the media pen.
Yeah. Period.
Lance Stroll, DNF, and P18 from us. Let us know what your predictions are. Because this is going to be, we're in the swing of things. We're in like the true F1 season. So we're starting to get good pictures. So share your pictures.
Is the summer break after, I believe it's after this, no?
No, we have Silverstone. We have Silverstone coming up. God. It is the weekend, ironically. July 4th. We're going to be watching Sunday, the British Grand Prix.
Oh, I love the irony about that. I love everything about it. I love it. I will pretend I am there. All right. Well, great news. So, in case you haven't already, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Give us a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That helps people find us, is what Rachel's told me. I don't know.
Yeah, it helps us like right up the rankings of the podcast platforms. So help us bubble to the top. You're doing cabaret. I was going High School Musical, so we got a whole mashup going on, y'all. Hit that 5 stars, please.
Just for that.
Just for that.
Just for that. All right. Well, stay tuned next week. We'll bring you another recap of the Australian Grand Prix. So with that, it's legs out and away we go. We'll see you next time.